Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here with me. Always a pleasure to have the opportunity to share practice with you, regardless of where you are, regardless of what time it is, if you're watching this live or on the playback. We'll just start with a few breaths. You can sit with your eyes closed if you like. You can sit with your eyes open. Some people prefer to sit right into stillness. I find that almost impossible. So you'll notice that when I start a class, I maintain just a little bit of movement in the center of my chest, rocking forward and back. Relax my face. My eyes are closed. Yours don't have to be. I'll unclench my jaw. I'll let my head, my chest, and my shoulders just sway forward and back. This is actually a very common self-soothing movement. You'll notice sometimes kids do it when they're anxious. Very healthy. So regardless of whether or not you've chosen stillness or movement, eyes open or closed, start to move your attention towards your breath. Make your breath conscious. Recognize, of course, that the sort of reappearance of a thought is also pretty constant. But we're going to sort of decline the mind's request to go down the trail of thought. We're just going to bring the focus back to the breath each time. So the breath has this constant movement in and out, which is nice because as the sort of constant train of thought arrives, we're just going to steer the attention back to the breath. And there's a really nice way of doing that is with a mantra that we'll repeat silently in the head as we breathe. Very simple, 3 words. Each inhale, I inhale. Each exhale, I exhale. And so as this constant thought sort of creeps back in, we just bring the attention back to the breath by repeating these words. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale. I exhale. We'll stay still and silent. For 5 more rounds of this breath. This is a technique that I learned from a Vietnamese Buddhist monk called Thich Nhat Hanh, who died on Saturday. So it's actually very special to sort of remember that technique. Keep him here and follow that path of present moment breathing. Good. So remember that there's nothing else happening right now. Just your breath. Everything else can wait. I'll take a big inhale, extend the arms up. We'll bring the hands up above the head as you exhale. Bend the elbows, open the chest, push the heart up, lift the chin as if you're trying to touch the elbows back behind the back. Good. And on this next inhale, we'll roll up onto all 4. We'll set the palms and the fingers flat. Straighten the arms. We'll grab the mat with the balls of the feet. And before we go any further, you can just allow yourself to twist, bend, sway, and move any way that works for you. If you're on the live, remember that your cameras are actually cut. Nobody else can see you. If you're practicing at home alone, that's perfect because you have the weight of absolutely no eyes on you. So you can really explore the movement that feels right for you. And we'll remember the breath as we do. I inhale. I exhale. Work our way back, slowly back to neutral. The arms vertical, the femurs vertical, the palms, the fingers flat. Again, we have the balls of the feet on the mat. We grab and inhale as we lift the head and the tailbone for a cow pose. And on the exhale, we collapse the lungs and the ribs around the spine. That's a cat. On your next exhale, we'll push right up into downward dog. And this first sort of arrival in downward dog for me is very stiff, especially in the winter. So I'm really going to take some time here. Bend my knees, pedal my feet. If that feels okay, you can stay still if that feels right as well, but I feel I need to move a little bit. We'll give this a few breaths and sort of let this posture sink into the body a little bit. Let the body also sink into the posture. Good. Now on the inhale, we'll lift the heels, we'll round the spine, we'll rock forward into plank. And as you exhale, we'll just drop the knees, the tops of the feet. Keep the arms straight so the head stays high, sink the hips. This is a sort of an upward dog, the knees on the mat, sort of a soft, a warming up variation of upward dog. You'll see I'm also twisting in the shoulders and the hips, still really just allowing myself to warm up. Inhale, I'll lift my head, the shoulder blades go into the back. On the exhale, I'll bend the knees, turn the knees together, the toes together, the knees apart, hips down to the heels, and then the hands slide forward. This is now child's pose. You'll see I'll twist a little bit in the chest before I drop my head into the mat. And on the next exhale, I'll release the arms. Let the hands drop into the mat, the elbows as well. I'll take a few breaths here, the eyes closed. Again, no rush. Nothing else happening. Excellent. I inhale. I exhale. That's really all you need to know this morning. We'll walk the hands forward as we inhale. And as we exhale, we'll round the spine. We'll push right up into a cat pose. We'll hold that exhale, collapse the lungs, really flatten the lungs and the ribs. Inhale, find your cow now. Lift the head and the tailbone. Exhale, grab the mat with the balls of feet. Rock the hips back, straighten the legs again. Again, downward dog. Well, I would love to say it feels better on the second round, but it doesn't yet feel that much better for me. I'm really stiff, which I think to me just illustrates the importance of taking this time to move a little bit. So you'll see I'm maintaining that movement. You can maintain stillness. You can take different movements. Some people get really animated with their movement in downward dog. Other people stay a little bit more still. Either way, we'll all work our way back to center here. Again, we'll lift the heels, we'll round the spine, we'll rock forward into plank. Exhale as the knees come down, relax the hips, the tops of the feet as well, the arms straight, lift the head. There's that soft upward dog, and we'll use the exhale again to rock back. All the way back to a child's pose, the hips down to the heels first, and let the hands slide forward. I'll rock my chest, my shoulders just a moment before the head hits the mat. The head hits the mat, and I'll go soft, eyes closed. Face relaxed, jaw unclenched. Just 3 words. Inhale. I exhale. I inhale. Exhale, 3 very powerful words for just reminding us to stay present. We'll walk the hands towards the front on the inhale. And as we exhale, we'll round the spine. We'll push up into our cat pose. Hold that cat. Hold that exhale. Really point the shoulder blades up on the inhale. Lift the head, the tailbone, cow pose. Grab the mat with the balls of the feet. Let the exhale rock the femurs back. Straighten the legs. Downward dog. Very nice. On these Zoom classes, it's one of the few times I get to teach with my eyes closed. It's so nice because I can almost imagine that we're together. I can really feel, the presence of people practicing, even if we're at distance, is very, very nice, very reassuring for me. We'll take an inhale now here in downward dog. Send the gaze forward. I'm going to take one little step. So straighten the legs first. It's the left foot. The left heel maybe just to the front of the right toes. Then I'll slide right toes. I'll take a little step right foot. Same thing, the right heel to where the left toes more or less are. Left foot, a step. So we're taking these small steps, walking the feet towards the front of the mat. It takes about 4.5, 5 steps to have 2 feet between 2 hands. I'll bend the knees as I lift my back. I'll set the back parallel to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale. I'll keep the knees bent. First, I'll rock the head down. I'll send one hand back. Both arms back behind the knees, and I'll grab the hands, grab the elbows with the hands. I'll start to straighten the legs and take a bound forward fold here. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, release the hands. Let the hands now slide as I drop the hips. Then I'll open into a chair pose. First, the feet flat, arms long, spine neutral, the seat not turned forward, nor really turned too forward back. We'll keep a neutral spine, ears between the arms. Push the fingers up and forward. And then we'll lift the toes, just the tips of the toes come off the mat, and see what happens in the calves, the thighs, maybe the glutes as we lift the toes. Here in our chair pose, we'll take an inhale, we'll lift the hands again. Exhale, just the left toes on the mat, and we slide the ball of the right foot back. Both hands, both arms go back as well. I'll lean the chest forward so there's a straight line from the right heel to the crown of the head. I'll also extend the arms back so that the arms become parallel to the floor. The palms are facing each other. On this next inhale, push the heart and the chin forward. Hold that inhale. Exhale, just rock the ribs down to the left thigh, one at a time. Then release the hands. Let the fingers slide back to front. We'll open up to a crescent lunge. You see I'm walking my left foot forward because my stance isn't quite right to where I like it. What I'm looking for is a vertical left shin, a straight right knee, the right heel to be back, and the head of the right femur to be pushing just ever so slightly towards the front. Arms extended up, the bottom of the chin parallel to the floor. And then close your eyes. Very nice. Let's give it 3 more breaths. The eyes closed, we can feel that front foot, that left foot working hard. Maybe some swaying in the torso. That's all good news. We'll take an inhale. We'll do our chest opener. We'll lift left heel. Thumbs and pointer fingers will touch. Rock the head back. Both elbows bent. Inhale and hold. Exhale, drop left heel to the mat, and then right knee to mat. As the right knee comes down to the mat, we'll spin right elbow to left knee. The hands come together first in front of this left shoulder. The gaze is down for a moment, and we'll use the exhale to push the hands to center of the chest as we turn the gaze up over the left shoulder. Kneeling spinal twist here. I'm going to drop the top of my right foot down to the mat. I'll take one more inhale. I'm going to push hard on these hands, send the gaze up. Exhale, just release the arms. Let the chest come back to vertical. This right hand sort of slides off the left knee. The hips rock back. So there's a straight line from right knee to the crown of the head. The hands go back behind the back. And on the next inhale, we'll push the hips forward. We'll lift those hands off the hips. We'll stay mostly vertical in the chest and the spine here. Good. Big inhale. Lift the hands a little higher. As you exhale, release the hands. The palms come down to the mat. Grab them out with the ball of the right foot. Inhale, straighten right leg. Lunge as you exhale. We'll slide this left leg back and up. The knee straight, foot pointed, toes flexed. That's just a fancy way of saying push the ball of the foot up. We call that flex extension. Big inhale, lift that left leg. And as you exhale, push head, chest, shoulders forward, and we drop that left foot down slowly. So we end right into a plank. Before we go out of plank, bring the palms in so that the hands are right under the shoulders. Grab an inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, push hard. Let the chin slide back. So this is a front to back vinyasa. We'll end in a child's pose, the head on the mat, the arms towards the front. Inhale, lift the head, open the chest. This is a seated cobra. And as you exhale, just collapse. Back into the mat. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale. I exhale. Good. Nice and slow. Now we'll walk the hands back towards the front. We'll take an inhale, pushing the palms on the exhale, round the spine. We roll right up into our cat. Hold that exhale. Crush the lungs with the ribs. Inhale. Lift the head. Grab them out with the balls of the feet. As we exhale, we'll rock the hips back and we'll roll right back up to our downward dog. And we'll give downward dog a few breaths. You'll see I'm still moving a little bit in my downward dog, but now it is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Sometimes it takes me a half or 3/4 of a practice to start to feel comfortable here in downward dog. If you're moving, we'll come back to center for just a breath. Excellent. On the inhale, we'll bend the knees, we'll send the gaze forward, and this time we'll start. Again, those little steps, it's a step, right foot, the heel, probably close to where those left toes are. Slide the left toe on the mat now, it's left heel to where the right toes are. Little steps. Walking our way forward. Each step has a unique sensation, so we'll try and enjoy that. Excellent. We'll end 2 feet between 2 hands, standing at the front of the mat. Lift the spine, bend the knees, hold the inhale. Exhale, we'll fold. The hands go back behind the knees. We'll hug those knees into the chest for a moment. And then we'll start to straighten the knees for a standing forward fold. Exhale, now release. Let the hands slide back to front. Drop the hips. Lift head, chest, shoulders. Utkatasana, the feet flat at first. Good. And then first bring your attention to the tips of your toes. Be conscious as you lift the tips of the toes. Now what happens in the calf? Can you feel anything in the glutes? Good. Big inhale. And as you exhale, we'll set the toes of the right foot flat on the mat, and we'll slide now left foot back, the ball of the foot sliding front to back. Lean head, chest, shoulders forward to accommodate the movement, but also for this next posture where we'll have a straight line from heel to head. The arms go back, the palms facing each other. On the inhale, the heart and the chin forward. We'll hold that inhale. And all we're going to think about now is the ribs on the right side of the rib cage, which as we exhale, we're going to drop down to touch the right thigh, one at a time. Finally, when the chest touches the right knee, we release the hands. The arms slide now back to front, and we lift right up into crescent lunge. So we're on the ball of the back foot. Yeah, pushing the heel back, the knee is straight, hip turn towards the front, spine vertical, arms vertical. Chin parallel to the floor. Eyes closed. Excellent. We'll give this a few breaths. I inhale. I exhale. Good. I inhale. I exhale. On this next inhale, we'll open our chest. We'll lift the right heel, thumbs touching pointer fingers, bend the elbows. Look up, palms facing up. Hold the inhale. As you exhale, right heel comes back down to the mat. Left knee comes to the mat. Left elbow to right knee. Palms meet in front of the right shoulder. Gazes down for a moment. And then on the exhale, a little bit more room to deepen this twist. The hands push to the center of the chest. The gaze goes up. Good. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, release your hands. Let this left arm slide off the right knee. Hands go back. There's that straight line from left knee to the crown of the head. The hands lace behind the back. And now we push the hips forward. We lift the hands slowly off the chest, staying mostly vertical in the chest. Again, a big inhale. Lift those hands off the hips. Push the hips forward. On the exhale, release the hands slow. One palm on each side of right foot. Grab them out with the ball of the left foot. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, let that right leg slide all the way up to a three-legged dog, right leg high. Remember your flex extension in right foot. If you want, close your eyes here. Visualize there's a straight line between the ball of the right foot and the crown of the head. So on this inhale, we lift the head, we push the head, the chest, the shoulders forward, but to hold that straight line, at the same speed, we start to drop the right foot, which means we just push right into plank. We'll set the hands again under the shoulders, palms flat, fingers flat. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, float the hips. Exhale, push hard on the palms, let the chin slide all the way back to a child's pose. Inhale, there's your seated cobra. Lift your head, open your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hands towards the front. Here we go. On the exhale, around the spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Lift the head and grab them out with the balls of the feet. On the exhale, we rock back to downward dog. I would love to say my downward dog feels super comfortable at this point, but I still feel pretty tense. So you'll see I'm still sort of working out some tension, moving a little bit. Excellent. We'll come back to center. We'll center the 2 feet at the back of the mat. We'll start this flow, left leg, scorpion dog. So we lift the left leg. We also bend the left knee. We also lift the left hip. We'll hold the chest as parallel to the mat as we can. Maybe the gaze goes under the right arm to see those left toes. Big inhale, lift the left leg. As you exhale, nice and slow, bring the bent left knee forward. Set just the left heel between the hands. So you can see my foot is off the mat. And what that's going to do is allow me to pivot easily towards the right side for a wide-legged forward fold. First, one hand on each foot. I'll lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. I'll set the spine parallel to the floor. And as I exhale, I'll hold this right hand on the right heel. I'll release this left hand and slide the left hand towards the back. Grab right heel now with left hand. Inhale, extend right arm up. Exhale, drop my head down. So the head should be kind of centered between the 2 legs. Again, inhale, we'll twist that right hand up. On the exhale, drop the backs of both hands to the back of the mat. That same exhale, the hands slide back to front. Turn the left toes to face towards the front. We'll lift head, chest, shoulders. And as we do, my right heel slides back. So I push up into warrior one now. Make sure if your back heel's not slid back, make sure you turn that back heel back. Push through the head of the right femur. Again, turning the hips towards the front, arms straight. Last little movement, the chin parallel to the floor. Try with the eyes closed if you'd like. So we just open into warrior one. Good, we're gonna give it 2 more breaths. Inhale. I exhale. I'm gonna peel this left heel off the mat. We'll grab right wrist with left hand. We'll open the chest, big inhale. On the exhale, we just set the left heel back down to the mat. And now we'll slide the right toes back as we pivot the chest towards the right side. We'll extend the arms away from each other, just twisting into warrior two. Again, make sure you move that right foot so that the back foot is now parallel to the back of the mat. Gaze towards the right side for just a moment. Lift your head, close your eyes. Exhale, turn the gaze towards the front. And so we went from warrior one to warrior two. Seems like the only logical thing to do now is warrior three. We'll just add a bind to it. We'll extend, push the hands away. Exhale, release, let the hands bind behind the back. On the inhale, first lift the hands off the seat. On the exhale, pivot the hips and the chest back to face the front. We'll use this right leg for balance. The right toe slides as I push the hands forward. I'll also lift the right leg. And so this is bound warrior three. Excellent. Normally, the right leg parallel to the floor, the chest as well, the arms vertical. I'm not going to check my alignment in the camera because I'll fall. But I will take one more inhale here. And on the exhale, both knees bent. I'll stand up on the left leg. Right foot never touches the mat. I also don't release the bind. Right heel just sets itself wherever it will on the left thigh. The knee will be turned a little forward as you arrive. We'll lift the head now as we turn the right knee back out towards the right side. And again, we hold that bind. So we have a bound Vrikshasana. We have a bound tree pose. Big inhale again, lift the hands off the seat. And as you exhale, turn the right knee to face the front. We'll swing the arms from the back towards the front. It's going to be left elbow under right. We'll wrap the forearms together. This is just going to be crescent lunge with eagle arms. Ball the right foot back then. And again, it should be right, it should be right elbow under left. So I had to redo my arms there. Maybe you did too. That's going to be a little important for this next transition. We're going to hold this crescent lunge with the eagle arms. On the inhale, push the shoulder blades in the back. Lift the elbows, lift the chin. Hold that inhale. And as you exhale, first start to undo the arms. Straighten the left elbow so that the left elbow sits straight in the right elbow. Set the right elbow now on the left knee. And on the exhale, let that left arm slide out of the ditch of the right elbow. The palms come together. Very nice. I can see you guys in the tiny little square. I think you got it. We're just opening into a revolved east side pose. Keep that knee off the mat. Turn the gaze up for a moment. 2 breaths. What am I doing? I'm breathing. I inhale. I exhale. On this exhale, we're going to push hard. We're going to use the core muscles to hold the twist as we float. So I just lifted my right elbow off that left knee. On the inhale, now separate the hands. Set right hand on the mat. Left hand stays lifted. This is easy twist, yes. A little deeper stretch in this left glute. Big inhale, lift left hand, crown of the head goes forward, and then shift this left hip, this left glute, just maybe a little bit back. Lift the hand, open the chest, now to open. I exhale, right knee, top of right foot down to mat. We slide left foot back. Stargazer first, the gaze goes up. And then if you want to open into a gate pose, just let the feet, both feet, slide off the mat behind you. Open the chest, open the hips. I inhale. I exhale, bend both knees, both elbows round the spine, and drop right into a cat. On the inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. There's your cow. On the exhale, drop the knees, the chest, the chin. That's Ashtangasana. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, roll up through Cobra. All the way back to Downward Dog. Relax your neck, let your head hang. Push your heart back. Close your eyes. Ignore the thoughts. And remember the breath. Only 3 words. Good, we'll start this flow. In Downward Dog, the feet come together, 2 feet touching each other at the back of the mat. This is a right side flow now. We lift right leg, we lift right hip, we bend right knee, Scorpion Dog. Gaze goes under the left arm to see the right toes. Again, a big inhale, we lift. Exhale, bring that right foot forward, the knee stays bent. We just drop the heel to the mat, the foot stays off the mat, which allows us to pivot the head, the chest towards the left side. We'll use one hand on each foot first. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. You can pull on the heels just a touch. Again, on the inhale, we'll lift. As we exhale, this left hand stays where it is. Right hand now slides back to left heel. Inhale, extend left arm up. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, pull that left hand up. On the exhale, the backs of both hands slide from back to front as we bend right knee. We slide the right toes to face the front. It's the same exhale. We push up hard and slow into crescent lunge. No, sorry, warrior 1. Feet flat. Check in that left heel. Sometimes you're not where you need to be, and just slide it back to where the toes are turned a little more towards the front. Push the hip a little more towards the front. Extend your arms. And close your eyes. Set your chin parallel to the floor. So nice to share a few breaths with you guys, a few movements. The inhale, we'll take that chest open. We'll lift right heel. We'll grab left wrist with right hand. Open the chest, the palms turned up, the gaze up as well. On the exhale, really simple pivot. We drop right heel. We slide left toes back as we turn the chest and the hips. Arms extend away from each other, neck neutral, gaze to the side. Lift the head, close the eyes. Exhale, turn your face towards the front. Good. And so warrior 2. Excellent. Only one more thing to do, which is go to warrior 3. We'll extend the arms away as we exhale. We'll release the hands. The hands come down behind the back. Inhale, hands off the hips. Open the chest. Exhale, turn that chest towards the front. Lean head, chest, shoulders forward. Left foot slides for balance. Chest parallel to the mat first, then left leg parallel to the mat. Arms, well, mine I can feel they aren't vertical. Maybe they will be this evening, but they're not now, but that's okay. My supporting leg always has a bend in it. Pushing down, engaging the muscle, staying strong. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, both knees bent. We stand up on right foot, left foot. Never touch the mat. Don't even give it a chance. Left heel right inside that right thigh. We hold that bind. And so we have that bound tree pose. Good. Inhale, we'll lift the hands off to see. Exhale, we'll release the hands. The hands come towards the front as the left leg goes back. Ball of the left foot back. This time it really is left elbow under right for our crescent lunge with eagle arms. If you can set the palms to touch each other, that's ideal. I'm having a hard time this morning. Pushing to the ball of that left foot, we'll start to lift the elbows. Open the chest, point the elbows up. Excellent. One more inhale, lift the elbows. And as you exhale, start to undo those eagle arms first. Straighten the right arm, but hold the right arm in the ditch of the left elbow. As you lean forward, sit the left elbow on the right knee. Grab an inhale. Exhale, just let this right arm slide out of the ditch of the left elbow. Hands together in the center of the chest. Revolved east side pose. The gaze goes up. Excellent. Inhale. Exhale. I think sometimes these Zoom classes are the classes that have the most effect on me because I really get to practice. It's very, very special. We'll use the core muscles now. First, we take an inhale. Exhale, float that left elbow. It's all in the core. Inhale, extend the arms away from each other. Exhale, left hand down. Easy twist first. Right arm up. Crown of the head forward. Right glute back. It's a small tilt, maybe 2 millimeters. Just the right sits bone back a little bit more, but keep the head pushing forward. Hold that easy twist. Hold that inhale. Exhale, left knee down to the mat. We'll slide right foot back. Stargazer first. Open the chest. And as you exhale, slide the feet off the mat behind the back. Big inhale, gate pose. Exhale, bend right knee, bend right elbow. There's a side body stretch there as you twist the hand and the right knee back down to the mat. We drop right into a cat. Inhale for cow. Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, your choice, downward dog or child's pose. On your inhale now, bend your knees. Send your gaze forward, your choice. Hop or walk the feet to the front of the mat. 2 feet between 2 hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let the hands now slide back to front. We'll roll all the way up onto the balls. The feet lift the hands, lift the heels. Exhale, drag the hands down to the center of the chest. Set the feet flat. Now extend your arms, lift your hands. Open your chest. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, step right foot back. Exhale, let your hands slide. We'll open to crescent lunge. Inhale, lift your left heel, open your chest. Hold that inhale. Exhale, fold hands to mat. Same exhale, left foot slides up. On the inhale, we push forward into plank. Knees, chest, chin as you exhale. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, roll up. We push into and through cobra without stopping. And as you exhale, we roll back to downward dog. On the inhale, we lift right leg. One big exhale, one big step, right foot forward. Same exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift right heel, open chest, hold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, drag the back foot, 2 feet come together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let your hands slide. We'll roll all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the hands, lift the heels, hold the inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, heels to mat. Pause to rest. And again, we start on the inhale, we lift the hands, we open the chest. As we exhale, we fold. Inhale, step left foot back. Exhale, let the hands slide, crescent lunge. Chest opener gets an inhale to a hold. Exhale, fold, let that right foot slide. Plank on the inhale. Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin as you exhale. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, we push right through cobra. The end of the inhale, kind of as the arms are straightening, that's where we start the exhale and the transition back to downward dog. On the very next inhale, lift left leg. One big step, one slow exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift, heel open, hold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, slide back foot, 2 feet together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, balls of feet. Lift the hands, lift the heels. Exhale, hands to heart, heels to mat. We'll go right away on the inhale. Extend the arms, lift the hands open. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, right foot back. Crescent lunge. Open. Fold. Plank. Ashtangasana. Lift on the inhale. Flat on the exhale. On the inhale, the cobra rises. On the exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, right foot forward. We push hard, crescent lunge. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, drag the back foot 2 feet together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let the hands slide. We roll all the way up. We lift the hands, we lift the heels, we hold that inhale. I exhale, hands to heart, heels to mat. Inhale, extend the hands, lift, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, crescent lunge. Hold that chest opener, inhale. Exhale as you fold, let the right foot slide. Plank on the inhale. Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin, exhale. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, flat. Inhale, roll right up through cobra. Exhale all the way back. On the very next inhale, lift left leg. On the exhale, one big slow step, one long slow exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, drag that back foot on. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up onto the balls of feet. We lift the hands, we lift the heels. Exhale, hands down to the heart, heels down to the mat. Good. Just a few breaths. On the inhale, now extend your arms, lift your hands. Open your chest. We'll go slow as we exhale, folding one bend knee. Inhale, step right foot back. Exhale, very slow crescent lunge. Push the right heel back, straighten the right knee. Extend the arms, 4 breaths. I inhale. Exhale. I inhale. I exhale. Again, we'll take a chest opener. On this 4th inhale, we lift the heel, we turn the palms up, bend the elbows, open the chest, hold. You exhale, hold that left heel off the mat. Bend the right knee, drop it down as close as you can without touching, and hold that chest opener. Another big inhale, we hold. Exhale, left heel to the mat, both hands to the left heel. We slide that right foot. Doesn't touch the knee, but what we're going to do is bend the right knee, try and set the right femur parallel to the floor. And since the right knee is bent, the right shin will be vertical. And then imagine this little point under your right knee. And imagine that I'm there just pushing it straight up. What we're looking for is more the right shin to be vertical than the right femur to be lifted. A variation on standing straddle will keep both hands on the left heel. Again, we'll lift a little higher in that right knee. As you exhale, separate the hands, set the hands on either side. Bend that right knee, slide right foot forward. As you sit, left foot didn't really move, the left knee stayed bent. Left foot hopefully ends up somewhere inside the right thigh. Getting ready for a Janu Shirshasana. We're actually going to take a revolved Janu Shirshasana. We'll lift the head, the right hand somewhere off to the right side. I'll start with left hand on left knee, and I'll slide left hand forward. A little bit of a twist. Good. Inhale here on the exhale. Just let that left hand slide up to the right knee. I'm just going to grab that right knee and bend the right knee for just a moment. And I'm going to come back now to looking at the left leg. So forget about the right leg for a moment. Set your left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. And then we'll lift that right leg. We'll turn the right shin now parallel to the front edge of the mat as well, which means this left heel is right under this right knee. This right knee is probably floating somewhere. I realize I wear all black. It's a little confusing, but lift your head. This is just a double pigeon pose. It's relatively easy like this. Relaxing the glutes, and on the exhale, rock forward. Tell your hips to relax. Almost 3 more breaths. Big inhale, we'll lift the head. We'll grab this right knee, we'll just uncross, bring the feet together, the knees together. Let yourself twist just a touch. Keep these knees off, the feet off the mat for a moment. And we'll extend the legs forward. We'll take a half boat. Arms extended as well. We're just pausing here. This is just a transition. We're going to go into a shoulder stand. We'll bend the elbows, rock the back down, lift the hips, grab the hips. Sarvangasana. Shoulder stand. From your shoulder stand, we'll take a back bend. No, sorry, a forward fold. We'll drop the feet. Right now, you can see how stiff I'm feeling this morning. I can't quite get my toes down to the mat, but that's okay. I'm not going to insist. Even here on the exhale, I'll bend the knees. In one smooth motion, roll all the way back up onto the feet for a standing forward fold. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, one hand on each foot now. And I'll let my hands slide up the front of the shins, over the knees. One hand ending on the front of each hip. I'll push the shoulder blades into the back. And I'll turn the palms to face the front. Push the shoulder blades in the back. So, Tadasana. Big inhale, we'll lift the hands, we'll open the chest. Exhale, fold on bend knees. Inhale, step left foot back. And then exhale, let the hands slide. Crescent lunge. Again, it's going to get several breaths. And then on this last inhale, we lift the right heel. We turn the palms up, open the chest, hold the inhale. Hold that chest open. Exhale, bend the left knee, drop it close to the mat without touching. Again, an inhale to a hold. Exhale, right heel to mat. Both hands to the right heel. We slide the left foot, left femur parallel to the floor, left shin vertical. Then we lift from under that left knee. Keep these hands on this right heel. Lift that left knee a little higher. As you exhale, bend the right knee. You can use the fingers for balance if you like. Left heel towards the front. We straighten the left leg. Sit down. The right foot didn't really move. We just sat down next to it. So we drop right knee to the right side. It's right foot inside left femur. Inhale, lift the head. We'll set right hand on left knee. And we'll slide into that same twisting variation of Janu Shirshasana. Go ahead. Take a big inhale here. On the exhale, we'll let the right hand slide on the left knee. We'll bend that left knee. Just forget the left leg for a moment. Come to your right leg now. Set the right foot. You might have to move your hips. You might have to move the shin of the foot a little bit. Right foot generally parallel to the front of the mat. Then we cross left leg over it. Also generally parallel. Check in with the glutes. Get the glutes equally grounded. Lift your head, double pigeon. And exhale, we fold forward. Good. And on the exhale, we'll roll back out of that nice and slow. We'll grab this left knee. We'll pull the left foot off the right. Feet and knees together. Let yourself twist for a moment. And then we'll extend the legs forward, point the toes. Inhale, lift the head, exhale. It's belly button first forward, then heart forward, Then the head goes forward. On the exhale, we'll slide right back out of our forward fold. And the knees will roll down onto the back. And we'll use the knees to massage the back. Pull those knees up into the chest. And we'll grab both knees with right hand. Already, you can extend left arm out the left side. Inhale, we'll rock over towards the left first. You see I'm pushing on my left palm. Hold that inhale. Hold a little bit of core work. Exhale, we turn back across to the right. We take that spinal twist. On the exhale, roll the hips back down to the mat. Again, hands on the knees. This time I'll separate the knees. Make little movements to massage the back. I'll bring the knees together. Left hand on the right knee. I'll extend that right arm out to the right side, the palm facing down. On the inhale, I'll push over towards the right side, pushing hard on that right palm. Exhale. I'll open to my twist. Good. Take a big inhale here. And again on the exhale, we just roll the hips down to the mat. Put the feet on the mat and just slide the feet out flat. We'll sink now into Shavasana. Shavasana is going to get 3 minutes. And I'll call you back here after. Hold on to the stillness. Just start to find your breath. Let your breath be the route that you take to come back into your body. And mentioned a very special Buddhist monk at the beginning of class, and I'm going to end class with a quote from him. You can just lay still and listen to this. There is no need to run. There is no need to run, strive, search, or struggle. Just be. Just being in the moment, in this place, is the deepest practice of meditation. Most people cannot believe that just walking as if you have nowhere to go is enough. Start to move now, hands and feet, fingers and toes. Arms and legs start to move. And then bend your knees and roll yourself off onto your left side. When you exhale, roll off or push up, back up to a seat. So I always end my classes the same way by just taking a breath for each of the last 4 chakras. On the inhale, extend your arms up, lift your hands. As you exhale, drag your hands down to the center of your chest. Inhale, heat, pure love. Exhale, hands to the throat. Inhale, here, pure communication. Exhale, hands to forehead. Inhale, here, pure awareness. On the last exhale, the palms facing up towards the ceiling, hands sitting above the head like a halo. Inhale, here, enlightenment. And as you exhale, namaste. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.